challenge as well as an opportunity. He said that the bitumen industry is prospering because the cement industry is not performing. And he said that we have a choice that we can go in for cement concrete roads with surface coated by bitumen so that riding quality is better, or we can come up with bitumen roads and give a 10-year performance liability. So this is both an opportunity and a challenge for the industry. And obviously, we will work in very close cooperation between government, academia, and business. Uh, I'll give you a couple of examples from our own company. We have gone in for something called cold in place recycling, where it is environment friendly and we are recycling the same material. We did about 30 kilometers of a 6-lane highway in CIPR in the year 2013. And this year, we have done another 40 kilometers of cold in place recycling. We are using geotextiles and composite glass grids for our pavement and geofabric for slope stabilization. But the big question that the industry is also looking for is, at the end, the private sector has to make a profit, sir. And if the objective is to increase quality and reduce cost, at some place, reduction of cost should not mean to reduction in profits. Otherwise, there was a recent story in a leading financial daily that the top 10 infrastructure firms in 2014, 7 are in distress. And we want to work with the government's very great plans for greenfield expressway development. This is going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years. We need to be sure that whatever technology that we bring in, we at the end of the day make money on this construction. So with that context, a lot of people have discussed latest technologies and latest developments that we can adopt in India. The only thing that I'm sure of is that, like in 1990, I could never think that I would be driving on a 4-lane or a 6-lane greenfield expressway in 2023. I'm sure that in 2030, all of us on this call will think back to 2020 and say that we could not think that India could come up with so many technological innovations and such good construction quality. So on that note, once again, I would like to welcome all of you to this BituCon. And without further ado, I would like to hand over the floor to Honorable Minister General VK Singh for his keynote address. General Singh, thank you.
Thank you very much, all the participants who are there for the VituCon, especially led by the very big luminaries in FICCI. Plus, you all are captains in your own right, in your own industry, and that is what makes FICCI that much more effective. Now, VituCon, we have, I'm a firm view that what we discuss must ultimately get to ground. And first thing, let me uh, take on is what Shailesh said. All industries are for profit. If you don't have profit, you won't have industry or business, because that is what then subsequently drives the rest of the things. And my personal view is that your profits are not going to go down. It's not going to go down. And I look at the road infrastructure industry, road infrastructure construction, all the equipment that goes with it, all the other material that goes with it, as something which is the biggest ingredient for spurring the economy. You take it anywhere. I mean, it's whether you take labor, whether you take material, whether you take the type of machinery that is utilized, everything that you utilize contributes to some segment of the economy. And that is what is most important. Today, when everybody is saying that economy is down because manufacturing sector is not performing, as well as it should because of various factors. Although, when the report that Dilip and all handed me over, when I went through those percentages, things seem to be moving. Seem to be moving. It'll take a little time because the rest of the world has also suffered, and a lot of things which happen because of globalization are not happening at a pace at which they should happen. But where India is concerned, it is this particular field that is going to make a difference. I don't know about the other fields, but this field is going to make a difference. The more we construct, the better it is. For, for two reasons. One, material, manpower, etc., etc. And two, it improves the connectivity and ensures that you can cut down the timings, you can cut down the cost of haulage, you can ensure that things reach from one place to another in the fastest possible time. The type of plans that our ministry has made in terms of economic corridors, expressways, it's all looking at this particular aspect. We are trying to cut down distances. You have mentioned Delhi, Mumbai, Delhi, Vadodara, Mumbai. There's one which is going to come up from Delhi to Amritsar, link complete Punjab. There's one which is coming to Dehradun. So you link Uttarakhand into it. You have another link which is going, which will ensure that all things around Ludhiana get to this particular highway. It is going right through Rajasthan up to the port. So all this is going to make a difference. And one thing which Nitinji has also told you all, and which I feel very passionate about, somewhere we all need to work to ensure if we can bring down the cost of road construction. Keep your profits, but bring down the cost of road construction. And there are many things that are available. There are many ways that can be done. What I think needs to be encouraged is innovation and experimentation to bring down the cost. I think somewhere we are a little hidebound. We tend to, I was telling somebody the other day, when you make a DPR, it is a catch-22 situation. Why catch-22? Because somebody with older technology in his head, who are the consultants in the DPR, they make a DPR for you. Whether they go on ground is immaterial. You get saddled with a document which is examined, and then everybody follows it, right or wrong. And nobody wants to experiment into it because everybody is scared. Oh, if I violate the DPR, somebody will, not pay me, or somebody will not do this thing. And therefore, that sense of innovation, experimentation, bringing down better technology dies down. I think we need to get out of it. Today, road sector, when you look around, there are many things that are happening. What you said about the cement industry is not looking at it from the point of view that you can have constant profits. They're looking at a typical Indian mentality, make your profits once for all. So they don't want to bring down the price. If they bring down the price, road infrastructure is going to buy out most of the cement from them at a price at which we want. But they've gone into cartelization, which is not good. So if the cement comes down, you use all kinds of steel membrane, steel fibers, various things to strengthen the road, or the type of additives that are coming, the various compounds like the stable ford, which almost makes the road like a rock. So when you use these, the cost will come down. Now, cost has to be looked at in two ways. One is the immediate cost cutting, and one is the lifetime cost cutting. I would go for lifetime cost cutting because at times when you utilize technology, it is for the short duration, it is costly. But if you look at the gains over a period of time, it is cheaper. It ensures that the road maintenance goes down. It ensures that all the wear and tear is taken care of, and it makes things that much better. I think there's a great scope available, and I would second what Nitinji said. What we need is utilize less thickness of cement by using other methodologies to strengthen the concrete, and put a thin layer of bitumen over it so that you get a better riding quality. I would even go further. Why don't we look at prefab slabs, which are made, they're standardized, quality is maintained, quality is checked. You bring that slab and put it where you want and just carry on. And after that, a thin layer of bitumen goes over it. You know, it can make things faster. Now, this is all which you people have to do. I'm not an expert in it. I'm expert in something else. But I can certainly say that lots can be done to ensure that things become better and better. Uh, what Shailesh said that to look at a four-lane highway, when I look at the 14 and 16-lane highway going from Delhi to Ghaziabad, well, it gives you a good feeling. It makes you feel, you are improving, and time has to be brought down. We need to look at multifarious things so that we can reduce the cost of haulage of the goods that we want to export or we want to carry from one place to another. What is it that has to be done? What There will be changes in the mode of transportation and the quality of roads that carry it. And these things have to be looked at. There was a concern last time when this issue was being discussed. Well, if you are going to use less bitumen, what happens to the bitumen industry? I'm sure we'll find other usages. Many things more can happen. It is not that bitumen is only meant for this. So many things are in the offing, many things are in your mind. And what I would request you all today is, let's use our innovative spirit. I personally feel Indians have great ability for innovation, but somehow I think we are not coming out with it. I think we are depending more on the type of innovative things that the Chinese take out and the glitzy finish that they give it, and we feel very happy about it. Now that we are looking at not taking too many things from them, I'm sure our own stuff will be much, much better, much, much more steady, and we can do tremendous amount. And let me give you example of this innovation. We used to import medium machine guns from Belgium. I'm talking of quite some time back. I'm talking of sometime in 76, 75, somewhere there. And there was one problem in that. I was on the instructional staff, and when we used to make the students fire it, it's got a very high rate of fire. And what we found was that every third day, the firing pin used to break. Now, this firing pin has to be indented. It ultimately comes from Belgium. So the machine gun was out of order for a certain period of time. This was in Mao, which is next to Indore. So one day we sent a person to Indore with this firing pin, and he went to the local lathe shops out there. Said, "ये बना सकते हैं आप?" He looked at it. He said, "बना सकते हैं." He said, "ये पर क्यों बनानी है?" He said, "ये रोज टूट जाती है." He said, "कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. The firing pin that Indore, that little shop made for us, never broke. It didn't break." Now, I'm sure we have enough expertise, enough innovative spirit, enough know-how to make things better. And I think this sector needs it. And it is you all who are going to contribute towards this. We, we will be very happy to bring in any changes that may be needed to assist you. Now, with this, let me say thank you very much. It's been a pleasure meeting some of you, talking to some of you, and uh, sharing with you what I feel is good for this industry. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, General Dr. V.K. Singh, Honorable Minister of State for Road Transport and Highways, Government of India. Thank you for that address. Mr. Sailesh Pathak, Co-Chair, FICCI Transport Committee and Chief Executive Officer, L&T Infrastructure Development Project. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. I'm sure you would acknowledge that the address, the valedictory address by General V.K. Singh, and if I can draw from his example of the weapons that he talked about, was really a rallying the troops address. He has lifted our spirits. He has actually talked about the different projects and the road ahead for the road construction sector. And he's left us with a two very important messages. The first message is we have to work collectively and in a partnership mode to bring down the cost of road construction. Not, and if I can just add on something which he said in the context of the cement industry, not look at immediate profits, but look at a long-term beneficial relationship and use innovation and experimentation to actually develop products and systems where India could be the world leader, including that example of the firing pin. And of course, the second message is that while bitumen is one ingredient in the road construction, let's look at other uses for bitumen so that we expand the overall use of bitumen and the overall pie, rather than just focus on expanding the use of bitumen in road construction. So General V.K. Singh, very important messages from your side, Mr. Minister. Thank you very much for being with us in this valedictory session. We are always encouraged to hear the initiatives being planned by the Government of India to support the road construction industry and therefore ensuring the growth of infrastructure in the country. I'll also like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Sailesh Pathak, Co-Chairman of the FICCI Transport and Infrastructure Committee and the Chief Executive Officer of L&T Infrastructure Development Projects for their continuing support. Our gratitude to all the industry members, delegates, exhibitors present, and my heartfelt thanks to one and all who have helped making this virtual conference and expo a great success. Mr. Minister, we actually have a virtual exposition running in parallel to this, so I'm requesting the other participants to please visit the virtual exhibition stalls and interact with the exhibitors and experience this new normal. Of course, Honorable Minister, just a minute more, we have to thank our principal partner, GMR Group, the silver partner, Ticketer, and Shell India Private Limited, associate partner, Bitcall, Verma Industries, and RMSI Private Limited, and the supporting partner, the Bitumen Forum, for whom we have actually given a very important message today for supporting this initiative. Once again, thank you, Honorable Minister, for joining us. As always, it's a pleasure to meet with you and interact with you. When we met with you, you had given us a challenge of a particular transportation system in Ghaziabad. I've already shared it with Nirja and Manav, who lead this initiative, and hopefully we'll develop something like this to address that particular problem going ahead. Thank you, Mr. Minister, for joining us, and thank you all. And with this, we come to the end of this virtual conference and exhibition for the bitumen and road construction industry. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nija, you got to deliver on that Skybus. Thank you, Manav. Thank you, Nija.
Thanks, Disti. Thanks, Nija. Shailesh, is still there or?